Hello, everybody, and welcome behind the green room door with Richard Villa Clark, and
Douglas
also
Clark, yes.
the Douglas Clark.
Yeah,
why do I always just call you Clark?
Because that's what I go. Well,
Everybody just calls you Clark.
yeah, that's
And that's your last name.
20 years, whatever. But yeah, it's my last name. But
Well,
anyway,
all
yeah,
right.
go ahead.
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
introing. Let's go.
Yes. All right.
Go,
And
bro.
we have Nick also in the controllers
Hey, Nick.
over there.
What's
Nick?
up?
Say hello. All right. Well, don't say hello then. Fuck
Hi.
it. All right. Here you go.
Getting used to new stuff.
How's it going, man? How's it going, Clark? How was your weekend? How was Halloween?
So good.
Really? You gave a lot of candy out?
Oh man, we actually we didn't have any
Trick-or-treaters?
trick-or-treaters, and it's funny because we bought some candy, and I brought this bowl down that we have up on a cooler, and brought it down, and we had Easter egg Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh.
So we had some friends over, and I sent them home with the Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, you're
because
such
they're
a...
from probably 3 years ago.
Dude, that is horrible. Why
Oh,
would you do
they were
that?
probably delicious.
Oh.
Oh, so good, so good.
So you didn't dress up?
No, we didn't. We suck balls, man.
Really?
No,
Halloween
we
is
didn't.
like a religion in this house.
Yeah. No, we didn't. We didn't do anything.
Oh, man.
What'd you do? Who was here? How many trick or treaters? Honestly,
No, I had maybe
3?
12 to 13 trick-or-treaters
yeah.
tops.
There was 2 groups, and there were 6 each.
Yes. You're absolutely right. But that's not why I did it. This garage was converted into the spooky cave, and we had spooky music, and my kid dressed up. I dressed up. Everybody dressed up. My brother came. My mom came. We had music. We had dinner. Like, Halloween is Halloween, baby. Like, we doll it all up in here, man. We had a good time.
What's that day? The day of the
Dia de
weekend?
los
is the day of
Muertos.
the dead. Yeah, whatever they're talking about.
Dia de los
tonight.
Muertos.
You
Yes.
celebrate the dead.
Yes,
well,
I have
but
a
you
little
celebrate
altar.
their lives. but-
You create a little altar in your home, and if people that have passed away, you want to remember, you put them on an
Yeah.
altar and you give them what they died of. Most likely their favorite foods.
COVID. Yeah. All right.
So sweet bread and cigarettes and beer. That's why you
Yeah.
see it on the
Hookers
altar.
and cocaine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah.
You can't do the cocaine after you gave it to the altar.
You can't?
No, you can't. It's
Oh.
sacrilegious.
See, I don't know
Come
about
on.
that stuff.
You got to get into it.
I'm
bro.
pretty
You
new.
can-
I'm newbie at that. But so you have a full-on celebration here. Good for
Full
you.
on celebration.
Okay.
Love it. We were the Adams family, so my little girl became Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
I told my wife we should like dress up like the weekend, and she's like Wednesday just to be ironic, but nah, she didn't go for
I get
it.
You're like Uncle Fester, right?
No. I was Gomez. I was the romantic husband. Great. We were having a great discussion, Clark, earlier about shaving numbers.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I would never. All right, Nick, this part needs to be edited.
Shaving numbers, baby. No, let's talk about
No,
how
no, no,
some
no.
some clubs. What were we talking about?
I don't
then?
know what you're talking about.
Okay, then let me rephrase it. Sometimes in a club, in any general comedy club, the owner might propose a bonus if you hit a certain number of sold tickets. Can we agree on that? A proposition is made to a comedian, and
It's in the contract.
It's
A
in the
contract is written
Yes.
that if you sell 250 tickets on a 300-seat room,
Mhm.
you would get $500, $250, whatever. Yeah, that's
Extra.
true. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a bonus, but you're to sell tickets. Yes,
Yes. So it encourages the comedian to promote.
absolutely.
It encourages the comedian to push the show. It encourages him to say, "Hey, I really want to let my fans know that I'm here."
Yes, and those bonuses
Uh-huh.
would possibly be on the late and off shows. So Thursday, Sunday, late Friday, there would be a bonus structure. On the main shows, which are early Friday and both Saturday, there's no bonus included. So a comic or an artist or a producer may focus on just those off shows because the regular shows would sell, the Friday and 2 Saturday shows. Correct.
Yes. So the club says, if I give the comedian an incentive, like a bonus for the Sunday show, for him to sell out 200 tickets.
Whatever the number is. Yes.
Yes.
they're
then
going
I'm
to push
more.
that more, and there's going to be more food and beverage sales. There's more blah, blah, blah.
Yes. So, and the club, of course, does everything in their power to make sure that he reaches that number, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's what the club promotes and lets everybody know. Hey, make sure that you make your
Well,
make
because Friday and Saturday are going to sell on their own.
yeah,
right?
no, I'm saying but that Sunday, guys, let's really push it for Richard so he can make
Well,
those 200.
Being a club operator, yeah, we're going to do everything we can to
Yes.
push the Sunday because we want it's a win-win.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Would clubs ever hold back numbers and mess with the numbers so
No.
he doesn't get the bonus?
Why would you do that?
Exactly. But do they?
What do you mean exactly?
Exactly. Well, maybe the club says, "Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
hey, cut this part. Cut here.
This is what we call sarcasm, people. Read between the lines."
We talked about this, bro. No.
No. Of course not. Of course not.
Richard.
So, what are some of the ways that they wouldn't be able to cut the numbers? What are some of the ways that they would?
Why are you going deep into this? No.
I want to know what's the deal. Is it do clubs really live up to that bargain? Do they sometimes shave numbers off so you don't get your bonus? Do club owners sometimes
No.
do that? No.
No.
Are you lying to me, Clark?
Yes.
Okay. You understand? So
No.
in the off chance that somebody did do that, how would they do it? If they were like OG said, if I were to kill her. So if you were a club owner and you wanted to shave off numbers, how would you do it? Because now I understand that the showrunner or the road manager will collect the numbers and say, okay, Clark, you give me the numbers of the sales today. I look at them and I see, okay, we didn't make the bonus. Can a club owner actually maneuver those numbers so they show that they didn't get a bonus? They'll miss it by 1 point. You still wouldn't give it to them?
You would always give them the bonus if you miss it by a couple.
You
It's
always-
it's the right thing to do.
It's the right
Absolutely.
thing to do.
Yeah.
But if they were short maybe 20, you
20, you didn't hit it, man. What do you want me to do?
okay. So
You didn't push hard enough.
Six, you didn't push hard enough.
6 is right there.
Okay, 3,
3, you get the bonus.
you get the bonus.
All right, wait. What are we talking about right now?
We're talking about numbers,
All right,
clubs
so-
that they give you the incentive.
All right. Well, all right. Are we talking about before really technology took off, or are we talking about now?
What is the difference? Tell me the difference. What was it back then before technology took off?
Well, when you literally would click the room with somebody. Now,
Yes.
a clicker. You know what a clicker is? It's a little
Of course.
a little thing like you would see at a carnival. Yeah. In the older days, and by older I mean
Early 2000s.
10 years ago or so,
Mm-hmm.
you would literally walk the room if you would disagreed on a number, and you would click every guest in the showroom. And at end of the row, you'd be like, all right, I got 67. And the road manager or whoever's clicking with you, even the comic, or sometimes it was the opener, they were tasked to click the room. You would say, all right, I got 67. And that person's like, I got 68, which almost never happened. But they would be like, oh, I got 65. They were programmed to say a lower number than whatever the club said. So we would say, okay, well, let's meet in the middle, 66. They got 65. I got 67. We'll go with 66.
Okay. Why is there a need for us to click the numbers?
This was the old days. Nowadays, is you literally run a report, you print it out, you say, here are the numbers, here you go. This is what we had in the showroom.
And if they disagree with those numbers?
There's not much you can do because the show's gone. They're not there. So you would want to click the room before the show was over. When the headliner goes up, you want to agree on a number. All right, there's 300 people in the room. All right, we're both going to agree there's 300 people in the room. So while there's 300 people in the room, you're going to click and verify that there's actually 300 people in the room. Versus the show's gone. I say there was 250. You say there was 300. We have a conundrum. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We have a disagreement, and there's no way to prove it. So if I say there's 250 and you say there's 300, we can physically go out and count the people.
Uh-huh.
Literally in each row. So, there's 30 seats in this row, and there's 3 missing. All right, there's 27 people in this row. On this side,
Yes.
there is 40 seats.
Why not just be honest with the comedian? There's a reason he's counting. Somebody must have done him dirty.
There are clubs in this country
Yes.
that absolutely, and I would bet my life to this day, are shaving numbers.
Okay. Would you recommend comedians that are working the club scenes to count their seats to make sure that they're getting paid the right amount of money? Do you think that people may be out
At
there?
least one show a weekend? Absolutely. Now, that's until you are comfortable with a club or an owner or a club manager. You know exactly what's going on and what to expect from them. Now, if I go and I click a room and it's Thursday night and I click on my own, honestly, I click 150 people and my bonus is at 200, you're not getting the bonus. It's not like there's a fight.
No, I understand, but the fight comes when there is the bonus, and you didn't get it because they maneuvered the numbers or they messed with the numbers. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a reason I'm clicking. I didn't trust one of these club owners, so this does happen. That's what I'm saying. My question to you is it does happen.
I've heard that it happens, yes.
What are some of the methods that they use to make sure that they can lower the numbers on the club? Like, do they just go into the computer and move them? Do you guys?
It's possible. Yeah.
You can go in there and can you
Yeah,
manipulate those numbers?
Absolutely.
Yes, and you can say comp these from here to here. We're going to comp all
Take
of
a
these.
paid and you make it a comp. Then you move the money from the paids on Thursday. You put them on Friday when you know you're going to pay them the bonus or there's no bonus. Absolutely.
Could a manager at a comedy club actually comp 20 tickets every show and then just pocket that money at the end of the night? Think about it.
I think there's more hands looking at that. If I'm at Richard's Comedy Castle in Kansas City, could I do that? Probably. But as a club owner, you want to trust the people that you hire to work for you. I would think that that's investigated. You've kind of verified that this person knows how to count and not mess with your numbers.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. There's going to be fraud everywhere. I'm just thinking, could these things happen? Do people do this type of thing? Is there easy to get away with doing some of this type of manipulation, moving things around?
As
changing?
technology progresses, I think it's even easier.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, let me ask you a question. There's a ticketing system, a star something that you guys, Gold Stars or Gold Star tickets.
Gold Star is a comp system, yes.
Is it a comp system or is it a ticket system?
It is a ticketing system, but it's a discounted ticketing system. For example.
Like Groupon.
Absolutely, Groupon.
Okay.
So you work for Groupon or you work for Gold Star, and we give you 50 tickets to sell at half price. So if we have a $20 ticket, you're selling tickets at $10, plus you're getting your service fee. So that's where you make the money. So you're taking a $4, $5 service charge for every $10 ticket. So that's how you're making your money. So what was the question?
My question was, do you use those services? You said yes.
Oh, absolutely.
And I know
you
what
want
it
to
is.
fill the room. Yes.
You want to fill the room, yes. Does the comedian always get paid that money from Gold Star? Also, do they get included into that pay? Or is there times where the club will go, now we're not even going to tell them about this Gold Star? Really? Really? You got really thirsty at that time. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly. So do you understand, guys? When you are selling your show, you got to look at things like that. A club owner might sell your tickets at another ticketing system and show you only
and column
this.
comps.
And comps. But you know what I mean? We're talking about your money disappearing. You think you sold 100 tickets, and now it shows you only sold 80.
I'm not saying that happens.
You're not saying
in
that.
In a small venue with Richard's, what did I call it? Comedy Castle in Kansas City.
Yes.
Could that happen? Absolutely.
Yes.
In a big venue, with a major chain, I'm pretty confident in saying that they're very legit.
I know they're very legit, but I can see where they just oversee that. Or if
Can it be manipulated?
Yes.
It could be.
Can that be hidden from the comic? Yes. So
Could it be? Yeah.
For example, my experience.
Anything could be.
The Laugh Factory, Comedy Store, Improv. Google the ticket sales on your show. For example, I just did the Ontario Improv. I know where my tickets were being sold. You understand?
No.
How? What do you mean? No, you Google. You try to find tickets if you can find discounted Groupon.
Never thought of that.
No, you never thought of looking that up.
No.
Why not? Right? Why look it up?
All right.
So, at the end of the night, if they were used to ticket your room, shouldn't you get a report on each individual ticketing company?
You should, and now that technology has advanced, absolutely you should. These are called discounted tickets. You have full price tickets, you have discounted tickets, and you have comps.
Yes.
There are 2-for-1s, there are 1-for-3s,
Yes.
there are all different kinds of discounts that you have, and that should be on the report. Absolutely.
Exactly. Things that we would miss before. Do you understand?
In the old days,
In the old days, those
absolutely, those would be called comps.
Yes.
I've heard.
Yes, you heard rumors. Me too. I heard rumors. So I knew this was happening. And you turn a blind eye and
Well,
you go,
so everybody knows.
it's not right. I'm just letting comics know, okay, this happens, guys. Keep your eyes open. Now, my question to you is, would the club owner then deny it and push it back? Would he, or is it all depend on the personality and the club owner?
I don't know.
I mean, something you can arrange. So maybe something that a comic can now put in his contract when he wants to negotiate another weekend for a club. Go, hey, I need that in there.
Clubs know what artists and what to expect with the artists, just like the artists know what to expect out of the clubs. Now, if I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'd know what artist was going to click the room, count the room, what we would debate on, how many the room sat, what the contract was.
And were you more transparent with that comedian, knowing that he was going to push you and say, "Hey, I need numbers. I need this. I need that. I want to."
Well, you were forced to, absolutely.
Yes.
Somebody that questions your counts, absolutely. But again, you have to question those counts when there's people in the room. You can't question them later because there's nobody there.
Yes. So do it before they leave. Those are the physical proof that
Right. you make your list of what clubs are good with you and what clubs could be shady. You know that going in. Everybody already knows that.
This is what I want the comics to know and find out. Yes, there's clubs that could be dirty. Know that there's other ticketing systems that they're using that they may not be putting in the report. It is your job as a comedian to Google that. Find out where my tickets in Wisconsin are being sold and who's selling them. Because at the end of the day, okay, so these were the, Luffy comedy club, and these are your numbers as a comedy club that you use this ticketing system? No, then why were these tickets sold here? Look at all the screenshots that I have on all the ticketing systems you use.
Well, okay, we're talking about B and C level comics. We're not talking about, if you're Joe Coy, all right, you're going to have 300 people in every room. You know exactly what your numbers are going to be. Now, can the club add 12 seats? Probably, if they wanted to. But, the bigger rooms are going to, what do you mean? The room seats 300. How did I sell 315? Well, we had 315 tickets sold. We're going to pay you on 315.
No, that's fine. But I'm not talking about the Joe Coys. Joe Coy has enough money not to care. I'm talking about the BC comics.
You care.
You care,
That's
but
what gets you where you are. Yes.
Yes.
You're BC Comics. You're Richard Villas.
Yes. But you know what? That's my money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
question.
I have to make sure that if I'm a BC comic, that money comes to my house. I worked for it.
No
Let's
question.
be fair. Yeah, we have to make these conversations. We have to talk about these because there's a comedian, the BC comic, going like, I didn't even know I can look that up. I didn't even know that they were actually doing that. I was going there blindly thinking, oh, they're going to think the best. They're going to take care of me. They're going to do everything to take care of me.
An idiot.
Exactly. Do you understand? That's the whole point of this conversation. So regardless of petty it might sound, if you need to click the room, click the room. What I'm telling you is don't hold yourself back. Just expect it. Business is business. Now, what happens if the manager starts getting upset and going, "Oh, you don't trust me? These are my numbers. What do you think I'm gonna steal from you?" What do you do then?
I've never had that because I would never do that.
You would never do that. Well, this is an advice show. What would you recommend somebody to do? Because remember, you've been in that situation.
But
if somebody,
I have been, but the safest way to do it is you give them your numbers and you agree on a count. Now, would we always vary? Yes. Some road managers or comics or whoever was clicking the room, they are programmed to always shoot low.
Okay.
That's just the nature of the beast. The clubs know that. The artists know that. All right.
Okay.
Clubs will say there's 200 people in here, and the people clicking the room know to say whatever it is, it's 5 lower. So now they say there's 195. That's just the nature of the game. What's the question?
No, the question is, does that when the manager goes, this is my first time playing this club. I don't know you. And I go, do you mind clicking the room with me?
Absolutely.
Okay. The manager then turns to me and says, you don't trust me? I don't have to do this bullshit. What do you mean?
It's what happens in the clubs.
Exactly.
You click the room.
Okay.
There's a point where you need to click the room just to build that camaraderie. All right.
Okay.
I know Richard Villa's here. He's going to click the room. There's no question. As a matter of fact, I have a guy click in the room before you click the room.
Perfect. What I'm letting them know is don't hold back. A manager then because they're holding back thinking, I don't want him to think I'm not grateful to be here. I don't want him to think I'm not glad to be here.
Correct.
You understand? I want them to be grown comics that are on the road. They understand, even if they're BC comics, they can be business. Meaning, I'm going to click this room because I want to make sure that all our numbers add up. This is our first time working together. Whatever it is.
First time, second time.
This is the whole purpose of this podcast for us to let you know.
What we do every time is we just click the room, so we're all comfortable with the numbers. Absolutely, and you should.
And you should. So don't hold back. Don't feel like, oh, I'm not going to get invited again. He might think that I don't trust them.
You sell tickets, you're going to get invited back.
Exactly. You don't sell tickets, you don't get invited back. Very simple. But is there ever been a comic, and you don't have to say his name, that you just booked them because you like them, but you know it doesn't sell one fucking
Richard
ticket?
Villa.
There you go, buddy.
Richard
I say
Villa.
you didn't have to say his name.
Oh,
bro.
sorry, man. Sorry.
You know, really, you're gonna be that much. Hey, we did pretty good. We did 100 tickets on Wednesday night.
It's pretty good.
Sold $20 tickets.
Sold at 20.
20.
Now it's funny because you mentioned that, and what tickets were discounted, and how many were those?
Yep, there was some discounted tickets. We have the full report, but there were more than 100 people. There were discounted.
Why weren't there
tickets.
300 people in the room?
Because people didn't want to go out.
But
maybe.
But is it because the tickets were $20? So why didn't you offer $10 tickets?
I did. I offered discounted tickets at closer towards the date, meaning that Monday, Tuesday, we went out and we.
That's a mistake.
I know, but it's what can I say? The Improv only offered that help that Tuesday. You understand? If the Improv would have said, "Look, we're going to help you sell it out," and they would have helped a little earlier, it would have been great. The 100 we got was because of the effort that I put in. You understand? I don't know what else, other things I was competing with, but my fans, for some reason, just wanted 100 of them wanted to come see me. You know what I mean? I can't force people, and it's a Wednesday night.
When it is true that when you paper a room, when you comp out a room, that you get those people that will only come to that comp show. And even if they love Richard Villa, they're still not going to pay to see Richard Villa because they know they can get a comp somewhere. They know they can go on Gold Star and get a $0 ticket, but yet pay a $5 service charge that Gold Star makes, but have a $0 ticket. They're only spending $5. They know that's coming. Now, the trick to filling a room, again, is if you're going to offer a discount, is you offer it early. We've talked about this maybe in a few episodes ago.
Yes, but that's if the club wants to do it. In my marketing strategy, I wanted to keep it at $20. My fans get it at $20. The real true fans will start digging for bigger discounts. But I want to keep my price there. I want to keep my price at $20, and want to work for it. I want them to come and say it was worth the $20 that I paid for this guy. I wish it was
Yeah,
a better
so
night.
7 people say it's worth $20.
Yes, I'd rather.
Why not having 100 people say it was worth $5?
Yes, if the improv would have said yes to helping me, you said it right now.
Why do we say improv? It's just
any
club.
any club. It's not. But that
club
was
AB.
But that was the club I was doing.
Okay.
That's why I say the improv.
Okay.
But that's the only. It could have been Joe Schmo's Shack, but doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, the club should have recognized and said, you know what, let's push for this show. But I understand that they're busy and they're pushing their weekend shows, their big headliner shows, the ones that they really want to pack out. And we talked about that too. So the little help that it got me, maybe it pushed me over that.
Well,
go ahead.
The clubs, they're changing. They've, the brand you're speaking of, they used to have what are called unit controllers, which are basically bookkeepers.
Mm-hmm.
They eliminated that role, right? They now put that role on the club operators. So now the club operators pay all the invoices and do the payroll and do all that stuff. What these big chains that are trying to save money, in my opinion, worthless opinion, are doing is they're getting their club managers to do this other work. And now when the show is going on, the club managers are in the office doing invoices and payroll and new hire paperwork and termination paperwork instead of being on the floor and talking to the guest and building relationships with a comic.
Mm-hmm.
My point is that the clubs aren't spending money wisely enough to help work with the comics and to promote the shows and to spend the marketing dollars wisely. Instead, they're cutting corners. They're saving, what's the saying? I don't know. Save a penny. I don't know.
I see
anyway,
it.
but they're cutting expenses at the cost of the show.
Yes.
And bringing people in instead of being where they're supposed to be, helping promote a comic and build a relationship, a long-term relationship.
Listen,
they're saving pennies by
the
having someone else do it.
relationship that some clubs build with Gabriel Iglesias, with Joe Coy, with these big name comedians. They come back to those clubs because of the relationships they build with those managers. Do you understand? They don't, when they make it big, they handpick the clubs that they're willing to go do again. They don't just go do any clubs.
Completely true.
Right?
Completely true.
These big chains now are selling out and saying, oh, we want influencers. Why? Because we're lazy. We don't want to promote shows anymore. We want that influencer that's going to come up here and juggle bananas.
Completely true.
Is going to fill out our show. But you know what that influencer is not going to do? He's not going to be faithful to you. Because that's not what that influencer does.
No question.
As soon as he's not hot anymore, he gets canceled.
He's done.
He's done. The Gabriel Iglesias and the Joe Coys are disappearing because now they're doing arenas. And what you're left with, theaters. And understandable, because in one show they do what they did the whole weekend.
They can sleep in their own bed.
Exactly. So clubs, these big chain clubs that are doing this type of thing, at the end of the day, there is no loyalty for me to stay with you.
It's the Titanic.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay with you because I have so much resentment, because when I needed you, you weren't there. And now that I don't need you, that I had to go build it on my own and do this podcast and do a bunch of other podcasts, now guess what? I became an influence with that talent. And I don't want to use my talent at your locations. Or I don't have to, because I didn't build a relationship with you. And your manager was too busy.
They flip managers and they get rid of all the people that had the relationships with the comics and the artists. Well, sorry, the comics and the agents and the road managers. They get rid of those people. So it's, the comic will go in and they'll be like, hey, where's Evan Kattengoob?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, he's not working at Denny's.
Yeah. What?
So the loyalty is gone. They are cutting their they're cutting their nose off to spite their face. Yeah. In my opinion, which is worthless.
Yeah. In my opinion, which is not worthless, but you understand it. I get it. And the more you build with a comic, the more he's willing to come back and do those clubs. But when you cut off that relationship, it becomes a total business transaction. So I don't owe you anything and you don't owe me anything. Everybody was paid off. That's it. What you're going to end up is with a freak show that now you're going to start integrating meetings, and you're going to be a rent hall, like literally you know, it's just Steve-O. It's going to become a House of Blues.
I like Steve-O. He was a nice guy.
He's a very
But
nice
he does
guy.
it's a freak show.
It's a freak show, but it's okay. But you understand? Even Steve, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because it's entertaining and he does a show, and I get it. But some of these influencers, I'm like, they're up there playing a game, and I'm like, really? Like they're improvising with the audience. They're just talking shit to the audience.
But bro, those people playing, what's the game? Fortnite. These people sell the place out, and the parents of these kids buy these VIP tickets
to
and
meet
they
the players.
stand there and just to meet these kids who were just playing a game on a screen.
Yes.
It is amazing. And if I thought of it, I would have done it. However, they're not building any kind of brand loyalty.
No. And that guy is that's not his forte, going show to show and like a comic is. And that's the thing. You build a comedy club. You didn't build the House of Blues. You didn't build the venue. You build a comedy club. It's very specific. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, you need comics to be a comedy club. Work with what you have.
Yeah. But again, the comedy clubs are entertainment venues. So it's not comedy club specific unless you're in West Hollywood, the Comedy Store, the Laugh Factory, the Improv on Melrose. Everything else is an entertainment venue. You can have anything. You could play Madden, 2022 Madden, and people would pay to come in and see that shit.
No, just think about it. If I had Slash come in and play Guitar Hero, and we raffle off people to come and play with.
Well,
Slash
you would get a bunch of people my age coming to see that.
It doesn't matter.
And it'd have to be like a 3:00 show.
Yes.
Because 7, way too late.
Yes. So.
But yes.
But would you come?
Oh, and in a heartbeat.
Exactly.
If it was at like 4:30.
Yes.
But 7, 8 o'clock, way too late.
See, so as a venue, as an event venue,
entertainment venue.
Yeah, entertainment venue. You should do those at 4 o'clock, at 3 o'clock, double dip. Those are
absolutely. Angela Johnson was just in the club locally, and she had a 3:30 and a 7.
Yeah, clean shows.
I don't know. I didn't go.
Just shows.
I don't know. She's great. But 3:30 and 7. So you got those early moms perfectly because the 7 sold out first, so they added the 3:30.
Yeah.
Very smart. Good work.
Yeah.
And they sold that out too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
Of course.
Genius.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah.
But that's the way to do it. But it's a comic, you understand? She will remember which clubs treated her nice, and she comes
and
back
got their
to
chapstick. Yeah, we talked about this last one.
Yeah.
Hey, so I watched one of our episodes,
Yes.
and I noticed that I blink a lot. But I want to tell you, it's because I had LASIK surgery and I have permanent dry eye. Thank you, Dr. whatever your name is in Orange County, when your commercial's on KNX 1070.
Okay.
Yeah, I blink every. I was watching You versus Me on the video, and I blink all the time. You never blink.
I have medication for that, for not blinking.
What is that?
The medication I was taking earlier before you came here, when you first came in.
Oh, that's legal now too.
Yeah, it's illegal. So
Yeah, I
taking
don't-
that
well,
medication.
I'm-
I
yeah,
never
I don't-
blink now.
the 8
I
ball-
fall asleep like this.
8 ball of weed. I don't do that. I bet you do. You're a snorer, aren't you?
I'm a big snorer, bro. How does somebody get in the good side of a club and say, hey, man, look at me as a serious comedian? What would have to happen? Would the club owners or the managers of the clubs have to vouch for you for a big chain, or is it just that relationship you build?
It's the clubs have the influence on the Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday late shows. You build a relationship with the club operators. Absolutely. Even if it's the assistant manager or the shift lead, because these big chains are cutting back on manager salaries, so now they have shift leads, which are hourly employees, running the show all by themselves.
Wow.
Yeah. So talk about relationships with artists being gone, even more so. There's a bigger problem happening than these big chains understand, in my worthless opinion.
Yeah. No, it is. And it is a big problem because they only need to be mistreated once for the comic not to want to come back again. And we talked about this before. And when a guy like in the status of like Russell Peters, and you piss him off, he'll never come back to your club.
You're right.
He won't tell you anything. He's such a good, nice guy that he will just keep it to himself. He'll walk away, and it's because of the lack of communication and connection that he has with that club owner. See, he doesn't know the whole situation. He doesn't know what Russell's been going through. But he's going to come out of that office and make a decision based on what he just sees there. And he's going to make the wrong decision.
Did we just talk about this?
No.
Because when Russell Peters was in town, did we talk about this?
No, we haven't
Anyway, we talked about this,
spoken.
but
Tell me.
Russell Peters, I'm like, hey, yeah, he's going to be in town next week. All right, he'll text me, he'll call me. Silence. Nothing. I'm like, I always thought that my relationships with comics, once I left the scene, would be bigger than that. But I've been ghosted.
But have you made an effort?
No.
Okay, then you can't blame them. You understand? Whose is it in their best interest to build that relationship? Is it in their best interest?
No, but is it in mine? No, it's nothing to do with business anymore.
Okay.
I always thought I was a business person, but I kind of always wanted to think that when they would text me when I was working with Chains, that it was for me, but it wasn't. It was just I was just the guy.
And don't take it personal. As a comic, I'll tell you this: we are meeting people every day. Every day we're doing something else. And literally our friendship, meaning when does Russell tell you, hey, let's go fishing? When is Russell going to go, or you're going to invite Russell and say, hey, come to the barbecue? He's on the road, bro. He's on the road Monday. Now, he'll text you Wednesday, hey, come over. Yeah. And you're going to be like, I got to work, bro. Okay, then our relationship as a comic, my weekends are gone. I cannot have real friends. My real friends, I mean, our friends that I made when I was 13, we're already friends. My new friends are usually revolving comics that I meet in business because they're in the same location as I am on a Saturday, Sunday. We're stuck in the same boat. We're stuck in the same lifestyle. So it's not that they don't want to be your friends. It's they just don't have time to be your friend. They don't have time to be friends with anybody else that's not involved in the business. You come back as a manager, agent, or anything else, now you're back into their world. Now they can build.
Yeah, but they're only going to be your people are only be your friend when they need you to be. But that's
but
I get it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
okay.
but even because a friend is a friend because you're in his world. That's how selfish a comic is because he's so self-centered in the fact that he has to build his career and all this shit. But you come in as an element. There is a friendship there, but it has to be on my terms, meaning we're going to be friends on Saturdays. It have to be when I come here because I won't have any other time. I can't build regular relationships. I can't ask, honestly, I cannot ask a friend to take me to the airport. Like you have family members, maybe you have somebody.
Yeah.
I don't. If my wife can't take me or if I can't take an Uber, I have to take an Uber. There's not a friend that I can say, hey, can you take me to the airport? And I'm pretty sure.
But friends don't ask friends to take you to the airport.
No, I mean that or any other favors. Let's say my car broke down. Yeah. Any of that stuff? No, because I understand all my friends are usually working or they're on the road. They're not going to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our parties, our personal parties, are no comics are here because they're working. I understand.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a comedian and all your friends can come over to your house and hang out, they're not real comedians either. They're not busy enough.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
That's true.
Yep. So don't feel bad, bro. But Russell is a good guy. That's all I'm telling you. His world is revolved around his career.
Oh, absolutely.
I have to get it done.
He's great.
But he's a good guy.
He actually offered to get me hair plugs, even though.
What happened?
I don't know. Didn't work.
They didn't work?
No,
Did you get
didn't. I'd never take somebody up on that. He was jokingly, but in the green room hall down there, he's like, "Hey, Clark, let me, I'll take care of you, and we'll get you taken care of." It was funny. But it never, whatever.
You could have had a big freaking fro right now, man. A big pompadour. Come on, Clark. You could have been Fabio.
It was funny. It was good, but no. Another thing I want to talk to you about is when I watched the episode, talking about you wanted to make sure that the shows were diversified. You wanted to make sure that, and I don't know if we saw eye to eye when I saw that episode.
Mhm.
Like you were saying that every show should have a Latin, an Asian, a white.
Not every show.
Okay, because that's the way the way
Okay.
it came off.
Okay.
My wife and I watched it together.
Okay.
Is that you thought that every show should be diverse, in that it was inclusive of all races, and I'm like, refried Wednesdays or refried Fridays. You want to put an Asian guy on there?
Okay.
No.
Okay. That's where I think we were misunderstanding each other. The nights of opportunities for you to get seen by showrunners, producers, directors, people that are looking for talent.
Yep.
The club knows exactly when they're coming. The club knows exactly when are most likely that a showrunner or a producer.
99% of the time, yes.
Yes. At that moment, when you need to showcase somebody to be seen, make it a diverse show. That's what I was asking. Don't just shove every white guy you represent. And I understand
Richard, I disagree.
I
It's whoever's relevant and is in front of me as a booker.
Mhm.
If I have Joe Smith, John Jones, Susie Q versus, Hector Sanchez, if all these people that are hitting me up and letting me know that they're available and they're funny and that they were on this, and they send me a clip of a video or a link, if they're all named John Jones and Susie Q and Sam Smith, those are the people that are going to get booked. If Hector Gomez, whatever you want to say, doesn't submit anything, they're not relevant to me. And if I'm booking a Wednesday night showcase and Hector didn't send me anything, he's not on my mind.
So the problem is Hector did, and Hector keeps sending, but Hector never gets booked. And
But I disagree. I think Hector will get booked.
No. This is the thing. Hector will stop sending because he doesn't get booked. Yes, if Hector continues to book in 4 years from now, he continues to do it. Well, shit, he's already famous. Hector doesn't need to submit anymore. Hector made it on his own. You know what I mean? This is the thing is, yeah, he'll be submitted. Yeah, but not at the same time as your best friend or nepotism going on or whoever the booker feels that person's relevant. I think he's funny. I think he's funny. I think it's funny. You're not giving a diverse outlook. We're not getting a diverse look at what's really out there in terms of comedy. Give me everything. And as a booker, hold on though. As a booker, it's not now, but it's going to happen in the future. You're going to be obligated in California to be more diverse. So not only do you have to give me an opportunity and make more diverse your show, make me feel included in this. Don't make me feel excluded. Another thing is, you'll see.
I watched Chappelle's.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
Yeah, you understand?
Oh, yeah.
So, diversity, in the way people in California see it now, it's not fair. We don't have enough diversity, and they're not getting it.
Sucks.
Yes, but that's where we live. Let's discuss where the state where we live.
Okay.
And what I'm saying is this: Hollywood comedy clubs, if not now, and I'm saying it now on the video, I will get diversity in there. What I'm talking about will happen. I am working on DEI training right now. I'm actually looking into all these laws, and I'm actually really seriously considering running and hiring a lawyer and making sure that we have diversity. No,
Yeah.
It's coming, and they should. I hope they see this podcast one day because it's going to happen. You don't even understand. We're in California. We need diversity, and I don't see it happening. I know. Do you want to blow up?
Did you see, I think it was Norway, that there are women suing a beauty pageant because the beauty pageant is only selecting people that are considered beautiful? That is so wrong. Get the fuck out of here.
I am just using the system that's been set up to make sure more Latinos get
you're one of those guys.
Yes, I am. I am. Because the system, because the system works that way. It's funny, Latinos say, do it the white way.
Okay.
Do it the white way.
All right.
Do it by their laws. Do it by the way they want to set this up. Meaning, the only way we're going to get diversity is if we do things like this. Like you go and you say, hey, I know when the showrunners come. I know when the producers come. And I see your lineups. Where's your booker? And I'm going to sue you because your job as a booker, I understand they're not there.
Nick, you got to edit this shit
No,
out. Because,
we're not. And I want it to go out.
No,
because
seriously.
You'll see.
Yeah, you'll see.
You'll
Bro.
see. You'll see.
Yeah, this is your...
Not now, but when I'm ready.
I'll march in your parade, bro.
You got
I'll
it.
be there for you.
All right,
but
all right.
I'm the only one.
It's okay.
All right.
And you'll see. But this diversity has to happen, bro. It has to happen because we don't get representation because of this same reason. Why do we have to work twice as hard to be seen when nepotism and other things are going on when we don't know? Why are we not being selected? Who gets to pick who? So if there's not checks and balances in these big organizations that are basically making life-changing decisions in my life, because my family now won't, bro, I won't create generational wealth because I didn't have the opportunities to play these clubs. Believe it or not, bro, a weekend gig and just working weekends, you can make over $100,000 a week. I mean,
sure,
a year
but
as a comic.
can you start being funny?
Yes. Bro, okay, so you tell me there's not a million people that are completely funny that just never got breaks?
Yeah, it's right time, right place. There is a luck of the draw.
Yes.
But you gotta
what? How is the game being played? If the game is not being fair, then we can't play the game, bro. If I'm already starting,
it's like winning the lottery. If you don't buy a lottery ticket, you can't expect to win.
I understand, but if you rig the lottery,
who's rigging the lottery?
That's what I'm saying.
You're saying there's rigging the lottery.
No, because we don't get an opportunity, or you never get a chance to even play. Do you understand? We didn't even get a chance to be seen because somebody else made a decision that I wasn't funny. Instead of going, no, we need diversity.
I don't see it that way.
I know you don't see it that way because you're a white man that doesn't get fucking, what do you call it? Excluded into other things. It's called privilege, bro. I mean, there is white privilege. You get oh, come on, bro.
I really don't think that there is anyone in any office, any place on earth saying, let's not include the Mexican guy anywhere. No. We're gonna have a showcase, and we know that HBO is coming. We know that fucking Comedy Central's coming, whatever's coming, and they're looking for a gay white female. And so, you know what I'm going to book
gay
as
white
a booker?
Females.
Everybody that could play a gay white female.
Yes,
and Richard Villa.
I understand
because you could be a gay white female.
Okay, I can understand that, but that's not always the case. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's not always the case. They just say, hey, we're looking for new talent. All right, well,
okay.
Here's my nepotism list, and then here's
if
my...
If there was somebody saying, we're just looking for talent, I would bet my life that everybody that is funny, that is new, that is in front of me as a booker is on that show.
Wow, you don't value your life that much.
Richard, I'm not kidding.
No. In terms of diversity, is there diversity?
If
I'm not looking.
All right. So, Richard, so what you're saying is that if this Latin person, if these 10 Latin people are the only people that send their avails to me and are in front of me and are in contact with me that I know, I'm not booking any of them for this showcase coming up, this New Faces. No, I'm booking all of them. I'm not booking
it is
Susie Chin because she hasn't sent anything in. Of course she's not going to get booked on the show because all of these 10 Latin comics are the only people that get in front of me. I'm booking all 10 of them.
Yes, I understand. But you have to consider them funny. You, as a booker.
That is my profession. Absolutely.
I
have to consider them funny. But I also have my eyes wide open. And I see.
What is the check-in?
I myself. Okay, who is? I know what's funny, Richard.
Okay, I get it.
Me being Clark.
Yes.
I know what's funny.
Yes.
And there are certain comedies that aren't for me that I don't care for that I won't book because I don't care for that comedy. However, I know what's funny to other people. I see how audiences react. I know what's funny, and that's what I'm going to book.
Yes.
What's funny?
Yes. That's great. That's great. But that doesn't always happen. And what happens is you book whoever your friends are and you book whoever you have a relationship with. And to tell you personally, just me personally, I'm telling you, when we go to the Improv, it's like we went to a guest house. That doesn't feel like our house. You don't see a lot of Latinos in the Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store. Now the Laugh Factory is getting more, but I'm telling you, you feel like an outsider. And I know it's hard for you to understand because you've never felt like an outsider. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Or maybe you
No,
have.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So we don't feel included in anything. Second thing is, your job as a booker is to bring a diverse group. There is no check and balances. Nobody's checking on that booker to see if they really are doing the right job.
But that's not what people are coming to. They're not looking for a diverse audience. They are looking for a nerdy Asian chick. That's what they want to see. So I'm only booking nerdy Asian chicks.
But when the question is asked, funny people, we just need to see what's out there. That's where I'm saying.
That's probably not happening as often as you want to think it is.
Okay.
People are just saying, I just want to see generally what's funny out there. Like a Last Comic Standing. I want to see a variety of everything. No, because they are looking to put a specific person in a specific role with a specific character. It's not, hey, just show me what do you think's funny.
Okay, and now this is the thing. Comedy is very subjective. What makes you think there's no check and balances? You're still the booker. You need another person telling you, hey, no.
That's why you have more than one booker.
This person is actually funny. And we're making a point to be more diverse, guys. So let's book this person. But we're not taking that point. We're not stopping and saying, am I being biased? Am I being actually diverse? And we're not asking those questions, and we're not asking our bookers to ask that question.
I think you're discriminating against bookers.
No, what I
am.
No,
Richard, I'm going to sue you.
You should.
I am telling you that
because I should.
Bookers know funny.
Yes, they do.
And they know funny across every genre. All right.
And I know bookers are human. And I know humans make mistakes. And I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose. I'm just saying there needs to be a check and balance. There needs to be somebody they're questioning the booking.
If tickets aren't being sold,
they were questioning them, right?
Then somebody's got to fucking question, Richard.
Exactly.
All right?
Exactly.
If tickets are being sold, they're doing a great job.
If I'm selling tickets, then what do I need you to book me for? I don't need you at that point. What I'm saying is you're giving me
you needed to get there.
Exactly. Do you understand? So I need that help. I need you to make me feel, not you, but I need the scene to make me feel included in it. I want it to be equality. I want it to have equity in it, meaning, do you know how hard it is, even harder for me to even get an opportunity to go to Just for Laughs? But you don't see that. You don't see that maybe I never would have got this chance or any of that because you're not being diverse. You're not looking above that. We all have bias, bro. We all have bias. Is somebody telling us, can you check your bias? Can you see if you actually have some bias in you? That type of training is going to have to happen at these clubs. You understand? It's going to have to be diverse, and we're going to have to work a lot harder to be more diverse. I understand, funny, but what is fair, too? Representation, and I'll tell you this, television. Representation on television. You see more gay, more black, more mixed relations on television. Because they're asking to be included in society. They're asking for representation. As this moves forward, a lot of these people are going to start demanding representation. They're going to want to be seen. They're going to want to be recognized. There's going to be opportunities. I'm just saying, not the improv, just all clubs in general. This is just something in California. I know it's coming. They're going to ask you for diversity. Your bookers are going to have to work harder to get diversity in there.
There is diversity.
Listen,
I'm talking about specific. You have Mo Better Monday. You have Asian Tuesday.
Let's talk equality.
Equality.
Let's talk equity. Let's talk equity. Yeah, but it's like a race, bro. If everybody else, you say, okay, everybody gets to race, but white comics get to start 10 yards forward.
No, that's not how it goes.
Bro, they already got Wednesdays and Tuesdays when the big bookers and the showrunners are there. They already got those nights. You throw the Mexicans and the blacks to the sides. You go, here you go. You got Friday, you got Mondays.
No, I think you're the one being naive.
No, because why wouldn't you book more color in your big shows, in the showrunning shows where the big showrunners come?
How many times, Richard, do I have to say, I am going to book the people that are in front of me? Now, instead, let's flip it the other way. Mm-hmm. Why don't we say that these diverse people need to be more inclusive of the bookers. So you being a Latin artist, why aren't you on the radar of the booker? Now, could that booker be Latin themselves? Absolutely. That'll change over time. Now, that being said, why are you not in the face of the booker all the time? Why are you, because the booker is a white chick, why are you not in front of me all the time being the white chick?
Is she making herself accessible to me? Can I see her?
Everybody in the world has me. I'm the booker, has my email address, can send me a link. I spend all Tuesday from 8 to 5 as I watch videos. I click on links and watch sets. That's all I do to find new talent. And if 95% of the people...
This is, Clark, this is where we get lost in this conversation, because that's an assumption. That is all an assumption. You're saying that that's what the booker does. That's not what a booker does. You don't know that that's what the booker does. I can see these lineups and go, bro, the booker wrote the same shit from this week to last week's. The same fucking lineup. I can see it changed the host. That's it. You understand?
Richard, if comic A, B, C, D, and E, and F are the only people that fucking...
Do you know why? Because you know why? Because you won't respond to the other ones. They stop because after 6 months,
true.
It's true, bro. No. After so many times they go,
then you don't want it.
How long do we need to keep sending him? How long? I mean, just in general, color people. How long do they have to send it out? Because brown, white, I'm talking about diverse group. Not just white. I want diversity. I want everybody represented on those main nights. That's all I'm asking. I want Latinos, whites, blacks, Asians, all to get an opportunity to be seen by Just for Laughs. Don't get 4 white guys and 1 Mexican and call it a diverse show.
Okay. Nick, can you look up Just for Laughs 2019? Just for Laughs.
Yes.
Let's look at the lineup and see who was on the lineup.
Oh, yeah. A world comedy competition. Yes. I'm pretty sure from France, people came. I'm pretty sure from Australia. Just for Laughs is a world famous.
Or
yes,
new faces as well. Is that, or is just
for
new
Laughs.
faces? New faces. There you go. I want to see the new faces of 2019.
Whenever it was.
Whatever.
What's the lineup?
What's the lineup?
I don't know. There's less white people on there than any other race.
Yeah, bro, but we're talking about a world festival. This is including Europe, but this is including France. This is including...
This is a snapshot of what the comedy world is right there.
No. This is Just for Laughs. I'm talking about Hollywood. I'm talking about Hollywood and the showrunners. You're talking about France, Europe, London. You're talking about the Middle East. You're talking about, of course, the world's going to be diverse.
Nick, let's look up the
American comedians that went to Just for Laughs.
The lineup for the Comedy Store tonight.
There you go.
Wasn't there like an orange or juice one you were talking about?
Orange juice? No, the comedy juice. Comedy juice.
Should I look up that one? That was one you were talking about. That's the.
I gotta.
Or okay, which one are we looking up?
No, that's fine. It's fine. Let
me take a break.
He's gonna take a break.
Okay.
All right, guys. So, listen. I have a new number that I want people to know. They can actually call us if they have questions. I mean, these conversations are really getting serious. We're really going into debates on certain issues, and I would love to have an insight on just other people's opinion. Them calling us, letting us know, hey, I think you're right. I don't think you're right.
Richard, there's 7 people that have seen this podcast.
Listen.
And 5 of them are my family.
Yes.
And so
they're going to agree
putting
with
out
you.
a phone number for people to call in, and the silence is going to be deafening.
Listen, then why don't we do this? The number is 840-666.
Bro, right there you go.
Exactly.
Dude.
8508. So remember, it's
anything with 66. You got to change that shit.
No, they remember it. So 840-666-8508. If you want to leave a message, leave a message. We checked our audio recordings and make sure that we can put those questions out every Monday night. So please send us a message. You can send us a text to that phone also. It's always on, Richard, and we will reach out.
It's your mom. Why don't you call me?
All right. And then, Clark, you're going to come back and tell us how we can avoid getting cheated and bamboozled when we go to some of these clubs.
You don't get cheated and bamboozled.
No?
By the big clubs.
By the big clubs. All right. Well, we're going to discuss on how not to
Okay.
not get cheated and
Well,
bamboozled.
click your room.
Yeah. Click your room. All right, guys. Hey, so if you have any questions, you have our phone number now. Thank you. Anything else you want to add before we
666 something.
6
right?
840-666. Is there anything else you want to add before we leave?
No, I'm good. Are you good?
I'm good.
Hey, Nick, thanks,
Nick.
man.
No problem.
good?
I'm good as well.
All right, bro. Stop talking so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for Behind the Green Room Door.
What happened with the
With
lineup?
the lineup. Get us the lineup before we leave. What's the lineup? Original room. Today's date is a Monday, which probably is a
Whoa.
black room or Latino
Why do you gotta-
room, or because we don't get the good nights.
All right, so let's do Friday.
No. Let's just see
Low
this.
ticket warning headliner show. That's,
Low ticket warning headliner
you know,
show.
that's-
Let's see the
it's not
headliner
real.
show.
You know, you can
Yeah.
actually click that and
Yeah. See, no.
we saw you were you were looking at this show. You better buy tickets before it's all sold out.
There's no pictures of what's.
Nothing. You know, like where it says more details.
The lineups I get, I think, are on like our Twitter.
Yeah.
They'll
Oh,
do a
okay.
screenshot of. But let's worry about that next time.
All right, guys. You got it, man. Thank you very much. That is it. Behind the Green Room Door.
Thanks,
My name
Richard.
is
Thanks,
Richard
Nick.
Clark. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks.